Hey guys, did you know that I have a Patreon where you can support me and plus get awesome rewards? Or if you're thinking to yourself, but Julian, I want even more bang for my buck while still supporting you, you can pop over to my Redbubble and check out my awesome store with new designs appearing regularly. But for now, enjoy the video you're about to watch. Hey everyone, it's me, Julian Greystoke, and I just cut my thumb open, living my normal life. That's how I do. Anyway, I'm here today because people have been asking me when they can expect my next read-along, which, while not really getting me any new viewers, is very popular with my current viewers, and I mean, I do this stuff for you guys. So, of course, I want to be here with your next read-along as it is a favorite. Now, this next read-along is still not going to come out for quite a while because they take a long time to make. I have to record all of them, and each episode takes literal hours to edit. So you have to be patient. Just because I'm doing this poll doesn't mean they're going to come out like right away, but I am doing a poll. I know a lot of you have suggested that I do after, because it's going to be a movie. And I really don't want to, but I would do it for you guys, so I'm adding it to the books that I already had for my poll. Everything I do it for you. Because I know it's going to be so bad. And also I think it's an erotica, and I don't really read sex books, so but y'all want it, so I'll put it in there. But yes, we are going to be doing a poll to decide which book I will be reading next for my read-along. I don't know when this poll is going to end because I don't know when this video is going to be up, so future me, please put right here on the screen when this poll will end. Thank you. Now to vote in this poll, all you have to do is comment below and let me know what you are voting for. 1 vote each, please, of course. And as an extra bonus, if you are one of my patrons, you can vote over on Patreon where your vote counts for 2 votes. So if you are really feeling strongly that there's something that you want to see, you can become my patron over on Patreon at any level where your vote for the next thing that I do as a read-along will count for 2 votes. Vote on Patreon if you are one of my patrons for your vote to count for double. So, let's talk about the books that I am going to have for possible read-alongs coming up. The books that you can vote on, and I'll tell you what the titles are, and then I'll read little synopsis from Goodreads so you kind of know what's in store. The books are After, Zenith, Handbook for Mortals, and The Cursed Child, which is actually a play, so that could be interesting. Now I'm going to read you the synopses. I have Candy, my little laptop here. She's going to help me. So I'm just going to do Zenith first because it's the first one I happen to look up. There is darkness sweeping across the stars. I mean, I thought it was already pretty dark in space, but more darkness. Most know Androma, don't know how to pronounce her name, Rosella, as the Bloody Baroness, a powerful mercenary whose reign of terror stretches across the Mirabel galaxy. To those aboard her fearsome glass starship, the Marauder, she is Andy, their captain and protector. They have a glass starship. Damn. When a routine mission goes awry, the all-girl crew's resilience is tested as they find themselves in the most unfamiliar place, at the mercy of a sadistic bounty hunter connected to Andy's past and a harrowing betrayal. Meanwhile, on the far side of the galaxy, a ruthless ruler waits in the shadows of the planet Zenpetra, biding her time to exact revenge for the destruction of her people. The final pieces of her deadly plan are about to fall into place, unleashing a plot that will tear Mirabel in two. Andy and her crew embark on a dangerous soul-testing journey that could restore order to their ship, or just as easily start a war that will devour worlds. As the Marauder hurtles towards the unknown and Mirabel hangs in the balance, the only thing certain is that in a galaxy run by lies and illusion, no one can be trusted. From internet sensation Sasha Alsberg. I have never watched a Sasha Alsberg I think they're both on YouTube. I don't know. I know nothing about either of these two internet sensations. And author Lindsay Cummings comes a new serialized space opera full of action, fantastical intrigue, and steamy star-crossed romance. Alright, well, that's option number 1. I have heard that this book is pretty bad, but we can find out for ourselves. Let's look at Handbook for Mortals, which, by the way, has a 1.30 rating on Goodreads. So this book is a hot mess, and we might read it and find out just how much of a mess it actually is. There's also a lot of things to talk about with this author and things that the author did. Zaid Holder has always been a free-spirited young woman from a long dynasty of tarot card readers, fortune tellers, and practitioners of magic with a CK, so you know it's serious. Growing up in a small town and never quite fitting in, Zaid is determined to forge her own path. She leaves her home in Tennessee to break free from her overprotective mother Della and the local resident spellcaster and fortune teller. Zaid travels to Las Vegas and uses supernatural powers to become part of a premier magic show led by the infamous magician Charles Spellman. Spellman. Take it in with me. Zaid fits right in with his troupe of artists and misfits. After all, when everyone is slightly eccentric, appearing normal is much less important. Behind the scenes of this multi-million-dollar production, Zaid finds herself caught in a love triangle. Ooh, we gotta have our love triangle, don't we? With Mac, the show's good-looking but rough around the edges technical director, and Jackson, the tall, dark, and handsome, charming band leader. Who will she inevitably get with? I don't know, whichever one is crabbier and treats her worse. So there you go, that is the synopsis of Handbook for Mortals, which is apparently the first in a series that will probably never come out because, wow, apparently it's real bad. Now let's look at Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, which is a play, which means it will be a little bit different from the books that we have looked at, but I am a stage actor with over 13 years experience on the stage, so I would be able to talk about it from the point of view of an actor and like other plays that I have seen and read, so we could still give us something even though I am not a playwright and I am not an expert on writing plays at all. Also, I have started to read this at one point and I DNF'd it, but I will try again and make it all the way through for you guys if this is the one that you vote for. Let's look at the synopsis for Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. Based on an original news story by J.K. Rowling, Jack Thorne, and John Tiffany, a new play by Jack Thorne, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, is the 8th story in the Harry Potter series and the first official Harry Potter story to be presented on stage. It was always difficult being Harry Potter, and it isn't much easier now that he is an overworked employee of the Ministry of Magic, husband and father of 3 school-aged children. While Harry grapples with the past that refuses to stay where it belongs, his youngest son, Albus, must struggle with the weight of a family legacy he never wanted. As past and present fuse ominously, both father and son learn the uncomfortable truth. Sometimes, darkness comes from unexpected places. So that's a nice short synopsis there. It has a rating of 3.68 on Goodreads, so it's doing better than Handbook for Mortals. But yeah, it's kind of a disaster, as you can tell because I DNF'd it, but I will read it again for you if that's what you vote for. And finally, After, which most of you know was a One Direction, I think it was One Direction, fan fiction that was, the names were changed and it was turned into a published book, which actually, it has a 3.75 rating on Goodreads. So, some people like this thing. But I don't think I will. Let's read the synopsis. Tessa is a good girl with a sweet, reliable boyfriend back home. She's got direction, ambition, and a mother who's intent on keeping her that way. Very controlling mothers in these books. But she's barely moved into her freshman dorm when she runs into Hardin. With his tousled brown hair, cocky British accent, tattoos, and lip ring, Hardin is cute and different from what she's used to. Wow, with a lip ring and a cocky British accent? Girl, look out. But he's also rude to the point of cruelty even, which everyone knows girls find super attractive. We love being abused, what can I say? For all his attitude, Tessa should hate Hardin. And she does, until she finds herself alone with him in his room. Something about his dark mood grabs her, and when they kiss, it ignites within her a passion she's never known before. He'll call her beautiful, then insist he isn't the one for her and disappear again and again. Boy, this sounds like a real joy to read. Despite the reckless way he treats her, Tessa is compelled to dig deeper and find the real Hardin beneath all his lies. He pushes her away again and again, yet every time she pushes back, he only pulls her deeper in. Tessa already has the perfect boyfriend, so why is she trying so hard to overcome her own hurt pride and Hardin's prejudice? Oh, I see what you did. I see what you did. You tried to associate this with pride and prejudice in our heads. Okay then. And Hardin's prejudice about nice girls like her. Unless, could this be love? Could this be an abusive relationship? I added that abusive relationship part. This author definitely thinks that it's love. So guys, what do you think? Make sure you comment your vote below and become my patron if you want your vote to count for 2. And let me know what I am going to be reading next. Woof. As you guys know, I post new videos here Mondays and Fridays. All the links to my social media are in the doobly-doo for ease of your clicking. And if you liked what you saw here and you want to see more, my channel is really full. I already have 2 read-alongs that you can check out if you're not sure what's up with this. Go check those out. They're in a playlist, nice and easy to access. And of course, if you wish what you saw here was higher quality, you can become my patron over on Patreon, where there's all kinds of exclusive content, and every donation goes towards getting me better equipment. And I will see all of you again next time with whatever it is I happen to be doing next time. Bye! Well, what do you know? It's shout-out time again. Time to shout out to my patrons, Lennox, Amanda, Ashley, Celia, Kim, Lisa, Ramona, Sabby Panda, and Sarah. Wow, that is a lot of awesome people supporting me, and if you want to be great like all of these people, then you can become my patron over on Patreon.